All right, we are recording to the cloud. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Oh, I like your haircut, Jackie. That's cute. Love it. Yours too, Jamie. Just kidding. Okay, so I love this call today because I've been meeting with a bunch of expired people, and I bring a net sheet to my listing appointments. And you would be amazed how many people say that, their agent never told them how much it costs to actually sell a house. So let's be good agents and take net sheets. Number one is because when you go to close, right, and you get an estimated settlement statement and the seller freaks the F out, there is nothing to compare it to, like we always take the estimated settlement statement, look at my estimated net sheet, and we are usually pretty spot on. Give or take some HOA fees or whatever that, we're guessing on. So, anyway, so that's how we do it. If we're like $5,000 off or something like that, then we have to like really figure out what I did wrong or what came up or what was different. That way we can have a conversation with the seller. So if you don't do that initially, then yeah, sorry, we got a lot of note takers. We're deleting the note takers, not because I am against note takers, just because they start recording my call and I don't want anybody recording it except for us. So anyway, so I brought Marissa on here because I've been using the Lawyer's Title app. And I know this is agents all over the country. They have different title companies everywhere, but I know that Chicago Title has it, right? Lawyers Title, Fidelity, like a bunch of different title companies. So whatever title company you use across the globe, they should have this same app, and it's called PalmAgent, right, Marissa? PalmAgent. And anyway, so the coolest feature to me is the net sheet because we can do it super fast. We can design it however we want it. But there's so many more cool things in this app. So Marissa's going to actually take us through a tour of all the things. So you got this, girl.
All right. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be with you guys today. So yes, we're in Las Vegas and our app is powered by PalmAgent, which is a nationwide company. So whatever title company you have locally, who uses PalmAgent right now? Show of hands. Okay, so some of you do. I'll go ahead and share my screen.
More importantly, who tries to use the MLS to do a net sheet? Like there's a net sheet in the MLS. It's so difficult. So if you're doing
That's
that,
what I
you're gonna
hear.
love this.
Simon Buyer, but yeah, it'll look a little bit different on your phone when you log in. The this menu is at the bottom. So you got buyer, seller, calculators, estimates, and the premium version. The premium version you can use to post on social media, to text, if you want to text flyers or print out flyers for open houses or different events. The premium version is $10 for the year, which is a really good deal for
Super cheap, super cheap.
super cheap. Yes. So I'll skip over to seller. You want to give me an address, Wendy?
Sure, you could use mine. Everybody send me a Christmas card next year. 1170 Nakoa, Nakoa
There you
Court.
are.
There I am. I like this option too, and it's funny because we've been using it for years and we never put the address in, but it calculates the taxes. So I was like, oh my gosh, because it's always estimating it, and it seems like it was estimating it really high, so that's why putting the address in really helps.
Oh, okay. Well, it's an option. I obviously don't have access to the information, so I don't know if it's high or low, but
Well, no, this right here, once you put the address in, then it's accurate, right?
oh, okay.
Tied to the
Oh,
tax
I thought
record. When
I thought
you
you were
when you just do a net sheet, it's estimating it like,
oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's really high, so it must think
Oh,
a lot.
okay.
So
Okay, good. I'm glad it's accurate.
yeah,
I never know. And then it can also kind of estimate the loan balance. We get this question a lot, like, oh, agents assume that we can pull a property profile and see what the client's loan balance is, but we can't. That's not public information. So you need a signed payoff to get a loan balance. But here it kind of, if you can ask the client, I'll just put a 3 there, it'll estimate what the loan balance is and put it into the net sheet.
right. I actually always make sure that's one of my questions I ask before doing a net sheet is what do you owe on your property? Like, don't be
Okay.
scared to ask this because, just say, I'm working on, my homework that's going to, tell you what you are going to net after all closing costs and paying off your mortgage at several different price points. So ask that because I want my net sheets to be almost spot on. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good question to ask, right? Before you attend your meeting.
mhm.
And it's
Yep.
like Wendy said, I want to be prepared for when we meet. So this is part of the information that I need. But you'd be surprised how many agents don't ask that because we get the question a lot. Um,
Interesting because in our territory, I'm in Washington, D.C., you need to ask that information to put it in the listing.
oh, that's interesting.
Oh, you
So,
have to put their loan balance in the listing?
yes, we do. So
Oh
that's really
gosh.
cool. So you have to ask the question.
That is really cool.
Wow.
Wow, we should have that.
That's crazy.
So there. So before actually I go any further, I want to point out this little options wheel up at the right-hand corner. If there's any closing costs in here that click on edit that you want to add, that you have to add maybe in your state or because of your brokerage, you can actually add them in here by clicking on that wheel. Or if you need to change anything in defaults, so that wheel is there in case you need to edit anything.
Yeah, we put in HOA resale package and demand at like 400, and then we put in CIC capital contribution and transfer fee at like 400. We tell them it's estimated, but I'd rather have it in there, especially if they're in HOA. Obviously, we're going to remove it if there's no HOA,
Yeah.
but and you can have it as a default where you don't have to do it every time. So
Mm-hmm.
very cool.
Yeah, so that wheel is important. Now, loan type, obviously, that's a question for the seller, for the buyer. It's not going to play into it, but it's there. Sales price. Do you want to give me a sales price?
Yeah, let's get 700,000 for my house. I I would hope. When the
She's
time.
one of those sellers.
Yeah, I know what I got. Okay.
I know what it's worth.
I like this part because, with the new laws, you don't sometimes, you just want to put what they're going to pay you, right? And not what they're going to pay the other agent. Sometimes you still, you can, put both on there and then have the conversation with like this is what you're responsible to pay, this right here is negotiable, blah blah blah. But just so they're like a little bit prepared for that. But yeah, we've been doing it just what they pay us.
Okay. And yeah, this buyer broker fee, you can change it, buyer seller split. So we'll change that to buyer. And then maybe they're not going to pay the seller, maybe they're not going to pay the agent, so you put 0 there, but maybe they're going to put some money down towards closing costs. So that would be seller concessions. If there are any repairs that you're already aware of that they shared with you, you would put them there. And then down here in miscellaneous, if you click on the wheel, there's different fees here that you can add. Wendy, as they add theirs in their defaults, but there's HOA transfer fees, home warranty, transaction fee. Or, you know, if there's a special fee, you can just actually manually type it in. There are the property taxes, the seller loan balance. Interest rate's not going to come into play. RPTT, that's real property transfer tax. With the county, Clark County here in Las Vegas, it's 5.1. When you first create your account, it's going to ask you what state and county you're in. So, you know, that'll be different for everybody across the country. Closing date, you want to do a month out unless it's like a cash deal. If it's got an HOA, maybe it's a 2-week close. If it doesn't have an HOA for a cash deal, maybe you put a week out. Then you hit compute. It gives you all your numbers here. And then you click share. When you use it on your phone, when you get to that prior screen, you're going to click on the little share icon at the upper right-hand corner, and then it'll create this this nice flyer that you can print, you can email it, you can text it. You click on customize. It translates into 12 different languages. And somewhere I'm not used to the desktop version.
I know that the app on the phone is so much easier. Joanna uses this one though, right? Joanne, you use the desktop one?
Yeah, I use the desktop.
Oh, here they are, duh, on the right-hand side. It's because your faces are blocking it. The templates. There's different templates. So if you have more of an analytical person that you're meeting with, you know, this may be more pleasing to their eye. You know, there's different versions of the same information just based on what you think your client's going to like or what you like. Now, with the premium, you to get your headshot and your logo on these, you've got to pay for the premium. So you've got to pay for the $10 a year to get that on there to be able to go in and set up your profile.
It's worth it. $10 a year. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheapest thing we'll ever buy.
Yeah.
Is he-
Somebody raised their hand.
It's
Oh.
me. So on that template, because I do have their premium, but I have an old business card attached to mine. How do I go in, or if you're going to do that later, now wait till then, but how do I go in and like take that one out and put the new one in?
Okay, so any questions on this on the net sheet before I go there?
Yeah, you can email this, share it, save it as an
Print it.
image. Yeah, print it, whatever you want to do right from here, or you're on your phone too.
Yeah, you can save it, and then when you go to your appointment, you know, if they have a question, well, what if this or what if that, then you can just edit it really quickly.
Right, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. So if
Awesome.
you go back out, on buyer. Oh, it's so different on the I'm not used to this one. Let me move you guys over there. So on the desktop, you would click on this little circle where your picture is, Selena. If you're doing it on your phone, you click on buyer, and then there's 3 little lines in the upper left-hand corner. I don't know if you could attach, I've never seen a business card attach, but you would type in your information. This throws agents off all the time, license name. You're just gonna choose license number, or you can do a custom and then put your number in there. logo.
Okay, hold on. So Selena, on your app, if you're on your phone,
I am, yeah.
okay, so it's at the very top, there's three lines.
Yeah,
The
the upper
very
left-hand
top of
corner.
the screen, and
Okay.
click on it, and then you'll see profile. So you should be able to put your new logo, your new picture, all your information right there.
Yes, yes. Thank you. I've been looking everywhere for this.
Oh yeah, and if you yeah, it's kind of hidden because you do have to be in the buyer. It's kind of weird. But if you click on all logos, type EXP. I don't know if you guys have a special logo, um but yeah, there's, if you just want to do it really quickly and put something in there, there's logos in there.
Awesome.
All right. Calculators. Have you used the Cell to Net, Wendy?
Uh-uh. I saw it, but I haven't used it.
So the Cell to Net is really nice because let's say you're talking to a seller and they're not going to sell unless you can get them a specific amount. So you ask them, we'll put the property, it was 704.
The 1170.
Oh, I'm way off. I need more coffee.
Nicoa. Okay, there you go. Oh, so like if they say I want to net $50,000.
Correct.
Oh, interesting.
And so net goal. So let's say they want to net $100,000 and they're not going to sell unless you can get them that. So we'll go in and hit compute. And then it says, well, to net $100,000, we're gonna have to list your house at 482. So if that's obviously Wendy said 700, so this person would be good, right? But if let's say,
Cool.
yeah, let's say the house comps came in at 300,000, then you would have to tell this person like, no, you're gonna have to wait if you want to net 100 grand.
I like that. That's neat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's assuming they know how much I owe because it calculated it in there.
Yeah, I just added like 3% and
Okay.
excuse me, it put in the
Yeah.
loan balance. But yeah, you would put in the loan balance. There's have you used the equity review, Wendy?
No, I haven't used anything except for the net sheet.
Okay, I know you like to do a lot of social media, and this is one, we do a lot with Tom Ferry. We do a lot of training with them. This one, his agents use this calculator. Have you ever used it? Has any of you ever used the green screen on Instagram for a video?
Uh-huh.
So this is getting a lot of having a lot of success, has been having a lot of success using this flyer. Actually, you can use any of these flyers as your green screen on Instagram. Um, I'm gonna memorize your address.
Good. Come on over.
Yeah.
So they just like talking about the equity, like
Yes.
the agent talking about the equity in front of the video or in front of the picture.
Yeah. So so current value, what do you want to do for purchase price?
I don't know. Like, how much does someone want to buy it for?
No, the original purchase price.
Oh, we paid 400.
Okay.
And I believe we did 20% down.
Okay. Start date. Cute. PDF. So yeah, they use this. You can use any of the templates, but they use it as their green screen. And then, the agent is talking about a lot of my clients have recently realized that, how much how much equity they've built up in their house. Some of them have used it to move out of state. Some of them have used it to pay off debt, whatever it is, whatever spiel you want to use. But this has been having a lot of success on Instagram and using this as
That's
the green.
cool.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
yeah.
When you click on social share, does it automatically go there and you can create that, or you want to save it to your phone and then do it from there?
Well, it'll automatically go to Facebook and LinkedIn from your desktop.
Oh, okay.
But for the green screen, I believe you have to save it on your
Save
phone.
it as the picture. Okay.
Yeah, you get more social media options when you do these calculators on your phone. You get I think you get TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I want to say X. Any
X.
questions on the equity calculator?
Yeah, I have a question. So they get to input that information directly themselves?
No, this is you inputting it for them and then sending it to them. So like if you wanted to use this as a lead generation,
Okay,
yeah, in a neighborhood and drop these off at a door and just use like a sample one, you could, find out what homes are worth in a certain neighborhood that you want to door knock and drop these off. Or yeah, you're inputting the information and showing your client how much equity they have.
That's
okay.
cool. I mean, the thing is when you go to your listing appointment, like all these are really good things to have, so that
Mhm.
they can,
Marissa, I had to jump off real quick to take a call. How do you get the payoff or estimated payoff loan
I
rate?
I asked them.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if you're doing this to drop off in
Right.
that
If you're doing
farming,
it to drop off, like she said, she just went in and said, okay, they bought it here. They put like, let's say she's at 3% interest because I bought when it was a good time to buy. And then it calculated like what I own. And it actually it was pretty accurate.
pretty
It's
close. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it was like 355, but it said like 361. So I mean it's pretty close. So
Right.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah,
have a
don't
question because I was on the phone. How did you come up with the estimated current value?
Well, she just asked me what it was, and I already know. So that would be something you would do, right? You're gonna pull comps, figure out,
Okay,
what you could
okay,
get
cool.
from their home. Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect. Have you used Fellow or HomeBot for that, Wendy, to come up with that value? They do that every month.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could use that too. I like
Okay,
to pull comps to make sure that
okay,
my value is correct,
perfect.
based on what I can see. But but yeah, it doesn't actually automatically calculate it. You got to put the number in there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But cool sheet, right? I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good calculators that have been added within the last year. The newest one is the commission. Why isn't this switching? Is the commission calculator. And okay. So yeah, there's a lot. I'm not going to go over all of them, but those are two of the more popular ones. You can go in and play with them yourself. There's a rent versus buy. If you want to help compare multiple offers for your client to choose the best possible one. There's a home equity calculator. If you're competing against iBuyers in your area, you can compare yourself, show them that you would get a higher listing price than the iBuyer and that they would come out ahead, even if they paid you a commission, right?
I like the flip calculator. That's cool. If
That
people
one's,
can flip,
Yep.
fix and flips.
yeah, that one's brand new. The compensation calculator, that's the newest one. I won't go over it, but yeah, if you want to show, how the, well, let me go into it because this one shows, do 700,000. So this is if the buyer pays the agent compensation.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, seller pays buyer agent compensation. And then buyer agent compensation is rolled into the offer. I know we're talking about listings, but this is a brand new one that has come in handy where, if the buyer doesn't have the money to pay their agent, you can actually offer a higher listing price and roll that into their
Can you
offer.
can you click share PDF so we can see what the PDF looks like at the
Yeah.
bottom of that? That looks like that would be a good one to take with you also.
Taking its time loading here.
That's all you get.
Gotta love technology.
I know. Everything goes slower on Zoom too.
Yeah, let me try again.
Oh, that's it right there, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, see, that's cool.
And the way they talked about it in our training, when this came out is, there's three options to pay for my fee. This is option number one, option number two, and option number three. Kind of like when you're buying furniture, they give you options.
Oh, so I was gonna say, so would you give this to a buyer?
This is for a buyer. Like I said, I know we were talking about listings, but I wanted to show you guys this because it's brand new and
Yeah, you can give them this with, I mean, it's kind of saying what the seller's gonna bring to the table, right? Or no, this is what the
well,
buyer's.
this is if buyer pays for the agent compensation, the first offer would be 700,000, monthly payment would be 5110, and then the bring to close would be 111, 171.
Oh, okay, because you already kind of figured those numbers in. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, buyer pays at close 21,000. So the second option would be offer number two, 700,000. Same thing, but the difference is the seller is paying the 21,000 compensation or the fee.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one is it's a higher offer because you're rolling in that commission into your offer. And so their payment goes up $166 a month, but they don't have to pay anything at close for the fee.
Oh, because they're just putting it in the price. Okay,
Yeah.
that's really cool, like to give to them like for with their BBA.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I
Bonnie,
saw a couple hands raised.
yeah, Bonnie, you have a question?
Yes, on the seller net sheet, is there a spot? I didn't see it on the phone. A spot for deed stamps.
What's that? Deed stamps?
Oh, you don't know what deed stamps are?
Uh-uh.
No.
All right, it's only in certain states, I guess. Deed stamps is you got to pay the state for selling your house.
Oh, that's what our Nevada transfer tax is. So when you upload yours in your area, it should have like all the relevant charges for your area. Like, do you have one for your area? You're looking at one right now?
Yeah, I don't see it on here.
Did you just create your account?
Yes.
Okay, you need to go through a title company so that they can set you up. And all of
Oh,
the fees and everything will be in there. So like mine is everything's about Nevada and lawyers' title fees. So, and I use them, for my listings. So they're pretty darn accurate,
yeah, it's
So,
cool.
so yeah, you want to go to your title company and tell them, you would love to have the Palm Agent app, and then they can actually set you up on it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Blanca.
So I already have this app, but on mine, I usually use it on my phone. And on the app, when I'm doing a seller net sheet, I can also rotate my wrist and it'll give me like a different amount of like, should it sell for this price or that price? Are you able to do it on the desktop?
No, you can't do that on the desktop.
So there's no calculator. I was looking at the calculators, hoping to see
Hold
if they
on,
had
hold
some.
on, hold on, hold on. Joanna, don't you do it on the desktop?
I'm not understanding what she's asking.
So like, are you saying when you shake your phone and you can see
Oh, yes.
that sheet at several different price points?
Yes, that's
Yes,
it.
so scroll down a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna learn
And
something.
right there where you see the little phone, and it has an arrow up, arrow down,
Oh,
that's the shaker
Oh, I love it. Okay. Because
on
it's
the
almost like I
computer.
get
Yeah,
it and
and
it's,
then then you can go to the settings tool on the left there, and you can tell it what increments you want, an increase, decrease, you can set it up however you want.
I didn't know that. I
Perfect.
never used the desktop. Thank you.
I had
Yeah.
to figure it out because that's, how I used it. So.
I've had this for
yeah,
4 years. I never knew that you could do that. That is amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It gets a little
Yay.
tricky on the wrist too. So if you're using it on your phone.
You're like shaking your phone.
I know everybody wants to know why I'm doing that. It's just like,
Yeah, I never knew this feature was on the desktop. Thank you.
yay.
That's why we're here. Tech Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew.
I'm sorry, I'm here.
Hi.
Hey, Wendy.
Question.
Yes, I had a question. I was looking it up with a real estate partner of mine, and we saw that Georgia wasn't on the list of states. Is that correct, or
Do
doesn't
you
matter?
guys use title companies or attorneys?
Attorneys.
I'm sorry.
Ah, dang. So it's a no.
Yeah, I don't know. Marissa, do you know that answer?
I have it and I'm in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. I was just
right.
gonna email PalmAgent.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do. I got it specifically from my attorney.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. So ask your attorney for the Palm One Agent app.
Palm One agent. Okay.
Yeah, Palm One is
PalmAgent. Sorry,
or I'm sorry, Palm Agent. Where's the one?
Lawyer's Agent One.
Oh. I knew there was a
Okay.
one somewhere.
Okay, so it's Palm Agent instead of Lawyer One, right?
Yes, correct. For you. Yeah. Well, the our vendor is PalmAgent. They just brand it to whatever title company.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Palm Agent. Okay, I have it. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Sheila.
Yes, do you all have an app or calculator that calculates renting your home versus selling it?
Yes. Well, renting versus selling.
Yes, like if
Uh,
a seller says, oh, I'm thinking about renting my house,
Yes, I don't think
versus selling.
that.
You
We have
do
It
it
says
rent
rent
versus
versus
buy.
buy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the rent
Oh,
versus.
right there. I see it. Rent versus buy.
is that for the seller or
Well,
is
she's
that for a
asking
buyer?
whether an owner should sell or rent their
Oh.
home.
Oh, yeah, that one is for a buyer.
Yeah, I wish we did that.
I
That
think
would
you
be
just
great.
use the one, what do you want to net? If it's not enough, don't sell.
Yeah, true.
That's funny. Okay, Sheila.
Oh, you just answered.
That was Sheila.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was Sheila.
All right. So, that was very cool.
Real quick, Wendy, I just want to show them what the premium looks like.
Okay.
So in addition to all the calculators, when you pay $10 for the year, you can add your profile, your headshot, your logo, and then you have access to different flyers that they add every month.
Mm-hmm.
So all of these, you get new access to new flyers every month, and you can share them on social media. You can use them as your green screen, just explaining different topics, all right, and what's going on, and you see your different social media choices here. You can use them on your stories. The swipeable infographics, those are always like several screens all at once. They have multiple ones. So these are really good like for stories. This one only has 2, but I've seen 3, 4, 5 of them. It already has your caption, so you don't even need to think about what you're gonna type in your post. So if you just click on copy caption, even on your phone, you just copy, and then when you're sharing on social media, you just hold your finger down, and then you will just paste whatever that states. So you don't even have to think about what you're gonna type in your post. You've got these filters that you can insert pictures from your phone gallery, and they always have seasonal ones. So let's see. They're not in there. Oh, yeah, there they are. So we'll start seeing Valentine's Day ones, and then St. Patrick's Day, all real estate related on the lenses. And then they also created videos. So the videos are about between 30 and seconds and a minute on different topics. But then at the end of the video, if you've created your profile, it brands it to you. And again, anything that's created on here, it's got suggested captions that, you know, you can just copy it. And then they also have shareable calculators, lead generation calculators that you can post on Facebook, and people can figure out how much equity they have, but they can't get the information until they leave their contact info. And then once they send you their contact info, they get the amount of equity they have. And I see a couple hands.
Okay. Sorry, I was like super excited about that. Sherry Berry.
Yeah, I was just wondering if the videos, can you make those vertical?
I haven't seen where you can make those vertical. No.
Okay, so it's not something you could put on, I mean, it is something you could put on Instagram, but you wouldn't be able to see the whole video.
So if you wanted to put it on as a reel, you know,
Uh-huh.
you just put it there and then you put something above it and you put
Yeah.
something below
Yeah,
it,
so it doesn't, okay, gotcha.
right?
Yeah, I don't see, yeah, I don't see the Instagram, but maybe because I'm not, I could.
Yeah, you would think
um,
they would have reels and not landscape, but
Yeah,
you know, nothing's perfect. I bet they'll be here this next year though, because
yeah.
they just heard us say that. So that is
So-
so cool. Oh, I love it.
I have a
Yeah.
question about the numbers. So these numbers that you're using on social media, are you as the agent inputting these numbers to update it, like average price and things like that, like the graphs you just showed?
These,
Numbers coming from? Like go
so
down
on
to
some of them,
swipeable infographics.
yeah, on some of them, you have to go, it'll ask you, so the mortgage rates projections, right? That's a projection, but like, for example, let me pull
Let's
one.
go up days on market.
Yeah, like things like that. You wouldn't know that information. So that's information that the agent has to put in, correct?
Let's see. Some of them you do have to put in the information. Yeah, like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so an
So if we
address.
do 700, 60.
New Orleans, he has a buddy there that showed to the blanket across his
Who is that? Is that, I went through everybody and everybody was muted, so I'm not sure where that.
I found it. I muted her.
Okay.
Insurance, I don't know. Compute. So there, yeah. Oh, so this talks about, refers to holding costs. So if this would be used, if you have a seller that, you know, thinks their home is worth 700, but in reality, they should adjust the price to 650. This breaks down their monthly holding costs, the money they're gonna be spending monthly instead of just adjusting the price, so it'll sell.
That's cool. That's another good thing to take to a listing. Because when you want, you know, if you have people that want to overprice their shit, you'd be like, okay, but it's going to cost you, you know, so that's good.
Yeah, I just tried sharing this video and it goes to Instagram. Oh, you can't see. And you can share it to your story or you can do a reel. Like Wendy was saying.
Cool.
And I didn't turn the volume on, but that's got little music on there.
So you can also print that out?
You can print these out, yes.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, you would be able to share it, email it to yourself, or download it or print it, you know, however it is you want to be able to print it.
All right, Mr. Matthew, do you have another question or are you good?
Yes, I do. Thanks, Wendy. You did answer the question about the reels. Are you able to? I heard earlier about green screen. Are you able to use some of that, the marketing to have the screen behind you with the marketing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Any of these are amazing. If you want to do like 30-second videos on different topics,
Yeah,
yeah, you can use any of these as your green screen.
perfect. Facebook and Instagram?
Would be just Instagram.
Just Instagram. Okay.
Yes. Like the
but you can pop one of these into Canva and then you could put your video on top of that, remove your background and put it on whatever you want and then download it and put it wherever you want, like on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever.
Perfect. Okay.
So, but yeah, the key is you got to get it and save it, right? You got to save it either to your computer and put it in Canva and put your video in front, or you say it to your phone. I do have my phone hooked up. Does anybody want to see what that looks like?
Yeah,
On a
Yes,
it's
phone?
pretty
sir.
cool.
Go
What?
for it.
I'll stop share.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. Adrian, I'll get to you just a sec. Okay, so if I go to here, phone share. All right, so here it is here. And so, oh my gosh, stop. I haven't opened my phone in a long time. This is my old phone, so I'm gonna get 50 million notifications. But anyway, so you could start out here. Oh, hold on. Premium. So this is the standard infographics. Nothing's showing up. And my phone hasn't, this is my old phone, so I'm just now turning it on. And it's probably wondering what I'm doing. But anyway, so you could take like, you know, selling during the holidays, right? And then you can just share it. Oh, goodness. Sorry. It's slow today. Yeah. Yeah, doing a million things in the background because I just turned it on. So, Adrian, what's your question while we're waiting?
To understand how this works, you get your title company to sign you up on PalmAgent, and then you have access to this?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
and you have to pay the $10 for the year for the premium.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're gonna hold on. I don't know why this is taking so long.
Can I go back and apply my title company that I already logged into the Palm agent
What was
without
that? I'm
the,
sorry.
I already logged into the Palm agent without adding my title company.
Okay.
I skipped that, like, and can I go back and add them?
Yeah, I would ask your title
Title rep.
company. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. They can match you if you
What
reach
if they
out
don't
to
have
them.
it? Does everybody have it?
Almost everybody has it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, just call them and just be like, hey, I downloaded the PalmAgent app and I use you guys, so I would like to be connected with you. Can you match me with you so that I can have all of the, fees that are associated with, selling and buying?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one right here, let's go here, 700,000. This is how you do the net sheet. Add the address. There you go. Next, 3. I mean, it calculates it, but this is where I would put the loan balance right there. Seller concessions, repairs. This is if you want to take it off completely, right? You don't want to talk about that. This is all we're talking about is what you're going to pay me, and this is all the things that I'm going to do for you. So the RPPT, Clark County done. Okay, so then compute. Then you click the share tool at the top, then full report. And I can scroll through here, figure out which ones I like. I like the black and white one for my luxury because I don't like the blue. So anyway, but there's that one. But you could pick several different kinds if you want. And then I don't know who was saying what, but you shake your phone. Shake your phone. And then it has that option, right? So then you can go in here and say, okay, $5,000 increments. Okay, wait, maybe I want to do show decreasing. Like, we might get 700, but we're probably going to get less. So then you can have, this is what you're going to net at several different price points. And then you just click the share tool there and it gives you a report. So, again, and then you can just go here, I email it to myself or I email it to Joanne, we get it ready for our package. But that's kind of how we do it.
How do you use this green screen?
What?
How do you
What?
use it? How do you use it when you're doing green screen?
Okay, no, that was just like the seller net sheet that I'm going to take to my appointment. So if you want to go to the premium feature that has all of these things on it, this is what she's talking about, right? You can go here.
Hey, that's me out. You missed 2 days, so it's about $100 out of your check.
I don't know who that is. Okay, so let's see. Swipeable filters. Oh my gosh, the filters are good. I'm trying to get to something that I want to actually use.
Maybe an equity review in the standard infographics.
Where is that? What?
Standard infographics, if you click on see all, so you
Mhm.
can open them all up.
Okay.
Standard infographics.
Ooh, this is a good one. Why you need a buyer's agent,
Yeah.
right? So you click on why you need a buyer's agent, and then you're going to click on share. And
And
you're
you're
going
gonna
to
save it to your phone.
save it as an image, right? Then you're gonna save it as an image to your phone. Then you're gonna go to Instagram. Oh, where's my, oh, here we go. Instagram. Story. I'm stuck here, but
So, yeah, I always get stuck here, but let me show you. So if you click on, actually, you're gonna go into like reel. You're gonna click on add your picture and then click on reel.
okay, I clicked on reel and then add picture.
And then this always takes me a minute. Sorry. Maybe not
I
real.
mean, I would have to make the video. I would have to make the video first and then stack it on here using the green screen method.
No,
But
there's a green screen that you choose on Instagram. Is it story? Okay, yeah, it's story. You were right. And then the green screen is one of the choices. Where is it? I have a video that has the instructions that I can.
oh, can you send it to us so we could put it
Yeah,
in our email that goes out to everybody?
yeah.
That would be
It's
amazing.
actually a PalmAgent video of an agent that uses it a lot.
Oh, yeah, we love
So
that.
yeah, I always forget how to do it. I always have to refer
I
back. to the
know, I
video.
gotta think about it and I'm under pressure and I don't have my video
They're
done.
all staring at you.
I know, so that would
I'll
be
send you the
beautiful.
video and then you guys can share it.
All right, Joanna, can you make sure that gets in our email and on in the group?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell I don't green screen very often? I'd have to go back to Liz Brown's video to watch it in order to
I
actually
don't
do.
green screen. No.
Bonnie.
But I always pull up the video because I forget. Any
Yeah,
other questions?
yeah, we have a couple more. Bonnie?
Yes. So is the desktop version typically available across the board? Like mine's from My Attorney. How would I find the desktop version? Would it be their name?
Yeah, what's the name of your app?
Marino and Associates. Ooh, hold on. It's long.
That's the name of your app?
Yeah, Marino and Associates.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Ours is Lawyers Agent One. So like with us, my agents would Google Lawyers Agent One. And
Okay.
then yeah, you may want
Yeah,
yeah,
just call your attorney or your title company and they'll be able to tell you how to get onto the
yeah,
actual desktop one.
It would be the same login once you can get the right website.
Yes,
It's the same login.
correct.
Awesome. Evangelia, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, I figured it out. When you go do the story, you see yourself, so you want to record the video. On the bottom, scroll all the way until you see the little hourglass. And if you tap that, you search green screen and it's going to come out. It's under special effects.
Okay,
And
we'll get the
green
video into the
screen-
email.
Yeah. Oh, question. Is this app the same as, I put it in the chat. The Fidelity Agent One app? Is it the same
Yes.
thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Awesome.
welcome.
Christine. You're muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the PalmAgent app in my phone right here. And yeah, $10 a year, 99. Okay. You said I have to call a title agency in order to get the app to use it?
Yeah, in order for you to get like all the fees that are associated in your area, you need to be tied to an attorney or a title company or whoever you work with.
So what would I tell them that I need? Tell how
Agent.
PalmAgent, yeah, that's what I'm in. Just tell them I want to use.
No, you just
PalmAgent.
ask them, say, hey, I want access to the PalmAgent and I want to partner with you so that I have all the good stuff. So
Oh, okay.
can you hook me up? And they should be able to say yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
you want your
thank you.
account tied to whatever title company or attorney you're working with so that their fees automatically show up in your estimates. So if you're using them as, as a title company, you want those fees in there so you're accurately quoting.
Right.
Got
It'll
it.
have, like escrow fees and some like we have the trash demand because our garbage company requires, a demand fee now to let us know if the trash is paid off. Ridiculous. But anyway, things like that all, ties in.
Yeah.
Mr. Matthew, you have another question?
Yes. If your attorney is not listed, you contact the one you normally use, would they be able to get you connected, or should we use one that's already on the list and just contact them and just partner just to get access to the app?
I would use whoever you're using to close your transactions.
And get them to be partnered with it?
Yeah, just have them send you the link to their app because we all have a link. We all have a personal link. So you want to use because if you use an app for an attorney or a title company that you're not using, they're eventually going to shut you off. Because, like lawyer's title, our companies pay to have access to this for our clients. So like if I have an agent, I can look at my database when it comes up for renewal and we're not partnered together. I'm not going to renew their access. So you'll eventually lose access.
So what if you use different attorneys from time to time? Are you able to switch, or are they able to connect it as well?
We use the same lawyer's title app, forms, net sheets for our sellers. If the buyer insists on using their title company, which sometimes that happens.
Okay.
And then the numbers are a little different. You could just say, hey, the numbers are a little bit different because we went with the buyer's title company.
Okay, so this is the best for listing sellers agents.
Right.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And then Delia, I have Joanna, she's my assistant, and she just logs right into my account on the desktop if you want to use it for your assistant. That's why it's on my phone and it's on her computer. So yeah, that's totally allowed. Yep, TikTok is back. Yay. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. John and Claire, this link tracks interest rates daily. Oh, okay. Good stuff. Good to know. Deed stamps. Okay. Blanca, you have a question?
Yes, speaking of the mortgage interest rates that are tracked, is that can we do that by state, or is that just like across the board?
The interest
Is there a way
rate
to change that graph?
averages. They're in natural averages. So if they got the loan in 1998, you just go on that chart, find 1998, July 7th or whatever the date is, and then it'll show you an average interest rate.
Okay, thank you.
And then you can figure out what the current balance would be from that.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right, good stuff. Well, we're gonna hop into the VIP room where we're gonna work on the things. So thank you for coming. Next week is all about the secret sauce of the 7-second video with Liz Brown. Yep, it's gonna be fun.
I just sent Joanna the green screen tutorial.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us about this. I think
Yeah, my
this is
pleasure. Have a great week, everyone.
much needed stuff. All right, have a great
Thank you.
day. Bye, guys.